Graeme, a sore one to take for the boys, but you must be very proud of the effort overall.
Yeah, I thought a lot of the effort was misplaced actually, because we made the game too big. The game was far too open, and we didn't actually go back to our process and keep control and do the things that we're really, really good at. So we gave them too much space to play in, and unfortunately I think you saw fatigue shine through at the end, and we just couldn't get it over the line. But the guys have to learn from that. I thought we had lots of chances, and when you don't take your chances, you leave yourself open to a sickener like that.
Certainly for us it was a fantastic game to watch, and I guess that's exactly what you'd wanted from this games programme.
Plus a win. It's about competitive games, making sure that we test the boys and stress the boys, and it was great to be on Ibrox, but all of our good process and all of our quality play needs to have an end product. We need to make sure that these guys understand that this club's about winning. We need to win football matches, albeit some of the stuff that we played in the first half was really, really good. They need to once again see that we have to translate that into goals.
Brighton, of course, Premier League club, you know, the resources they have are fantastic, but at times, as you mentioned, you put them under some real pressure. And
I thought they stood up to it. I thought both goalkeepers were excellent. They kept the scoreline down when it could have been a cricket score both ends. But we have to be able to go and stand toe-to-toe with these teams, and I thought we did for the vast majority of it, and I think their staff really enjoyed the game as well, because the first thing they've said is, can you come down to us, we want to play you again. So that's another thing that we're going to do. We're going to form relationships, we're going to play against different teams of different statures, and make sure that we represent our club properly, and I think the boys did that for the majority of the game. It
was a very young side tonight. I guess a lot of those boys wouldn't have played against that level before, but you must be very proud of the way that they performed.
Well, I look at the back four, and they were very fatigued towards the end, and we made the decision they weren't coming off. They have to experience being fatigued and still play at a high level, and I think that they will grow through this process, and they'll find it difficult, they'll find it hard physically and mentally, and I think there's a few men sat in there not had to concentrate that hard for a very, very long time, and that's all to the good.
Manchester City next up, that's just exactly what you were after.
Of course it is. When they're fatigued, when they've had a hard time, this football club is going to be in Europe, hopefully. We're going to have to be able to go and travel across border and still put in a good performance when you're fatigued, when you're the underdog, when things haven't necessarily gone your way. We have to go and stand up and represent the shirt really well, and that's what we'll be looking for, making sure they recover properly now, but they have to go and represent themselves properly on Saturday.